Have you ever noticed something strange? There are students who understand concepts quickly. They answer questions in class, they seem intelligent. Everyone says he is smart, she has so much potential. But when results come out, they are average. Not terrible, not exceptional, just average. And then there's another student, not the smartest one, not the fastest learner. Yet somehow, year after year, they keep improving. They get better grades, build better habits, and achieve bigger results. So, what makes the difference? The answer isn't intelligence, it's what they do it. Let's talk about what successful students do differently. Point number one, they start before they feel ready. Most students spend too much time preparing to begin. They create the perfect timetable, watch study videos, research productivity techniques, and convince themselves they are making progress. But planning isn't progress, action is. Imagine two students, one spent 3 days designing the perfect study routine, the other opens a book and starts studying for just 1 hour. Nothing fancy. 3 months later, who do you think is ahead? The student with a perfect plan or the student who simply started? Successful student understand something important. Clarity comes from action, not from endless thinking. They don't wait until they feel confident. They start and confidence follows. Point number two, they build system instead of depending on motivation. Most students treat motivation like fuel. When motivation is high, they work hard. When motivation disappears, so does the effort. The problem motivation is temporary. It changes every day. Successful students know this. That's why they don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. They have a fixed study time, a fixed place, a fixed routine. Whether they feel motivated or not, they show up because they understand the success isn't built on your best days. It's built on the day when you don't feel like doing the work. Everyone can study when they are inspired. The real difference appears when inspiration is gone. Point number three, they focus on understanding, not memorizing. I have seen many students study to just finish chapters. Top students study to understand them, and that's a huge difference between them. When you only memorize information, you forget it quickly. When you truly understand a concept, it becomes easier to remember, easier to apply, and easier to revise. Think about it. Have you ever memorized an answer for an exam and forgotten in a week later? Most students have. That's because memorization stores information temporarily. Successful students ask questions. They stay curious. They don't just ask, what do I need to learn? They ask, why does this work? And how does this work? And that mindset helps them learn faster over time. Point number four, they respect the power of consistency. This is where most students underestimate success. They believe results come from huge effort, a 10-hour study session, a perfect week, a burst of motivation. But real success works differently. Imagine studying one focused hour every day. It doesn't sound impressive, but after 1 year, that thousand of hours of focused learning, the problem is that consistency looks boring in the beginning. Its rewards are invisible, but over time, consistency becomes unstoppable. Successful students don't chase dramatic improvements. They focus on daily progress because they know small efforts repeated for a long time always beats occasional burst of effort. The biggest myth in education is that smartest students always win, but in reality they don't. The students who succeed aren't always the most talented. They are the ones who take action while others hesitate. They are the ones who show up when motivation disappears. They are the ones who stay consistent when others quit. And that's good news because you don't need a higher IQ to become exceptional. You don't need natural talent. You don't need perfect circumstances. You just need the habits that turn potential into result. Because at the end of the day, potential is only a possibility. Action at what it takes.